I just got off the phone with somebody at the CPI services in Tijuana. The starting cost for spinal stem cells is $27,000. I don't have anything near that. I'm holding a position on the corner of the bed that's releasing the pain from my back. However, if I move in one direction, just even starting to move, my entire back seizes up and it feels like somebody's grabbing my spine and breaking it. And I lock up. It's been like this for over a week, but it started 2 weeks ago during work. One of my day jobs is I run IT cabling. My boss is a very supportive man. I love him dearly. Runs a company called hbtsolutions.net, and we install POS systems, security cams, internet services, speakers in high commercial level hotels, restaurants, homes, all throughout LA County and all over the place. My family came to visit 2 weeks ago because my mother had passed last month, and my sister and my father came out with me here to LA, and I had a job I had to do in Palm Springs, and we were finishing up a restaurant across from the Thompson Hotel in Palm Springs, and I had to crawl around and be up in the ceiling, and I'm 6'1", 216 pounds, athletic build. I had my back brace with me, but my back started acting up a little bit, and I'm just thinking, oh, okay, it's just a little sore, because I've had to deal with soreness since this injury started. And the injury started when I was 26. I was doing squats on a Smith machine, and I was in Paris at the time, and for 2 weeks I couldn't move. I came back home, got an MRI, x-ray from my orthopedic in my hometown, and he said I had a herniated disc, and ever since then I've been rehabbing it, and I was able to get to pretty close to 100% for the last 14 years, Like, no joke. Like, I wasn't doing too bad, but every time I had a back injury, I was out for 2-3 weeks. Like, just couldn't move, couldn't do anything, can't work. I feel like I'm 100 years old, and each time feels like it gets worse and worse. And I think, how am I going to be able to work? If I can't move, how am I going to be able to work? And that's where I'm at right now. I don't know how I'm going to be able to work. And I don't have insurance because it's too expensive, and I don't make enough money to pay for it. But there's a place called Cellular Performance Institute in Tijuana that does state-of-the-art stem cell rejuvenation treatments. And if I'm to do a treatment, I don't want to cut into my back. I don't want to do a back surgery. I'd want to do stem cells and see if they help and bring this thing back, hopefully. But I haven't gotten an MRI or a back X-ray since I was 26. So I don't know what it's at right now. All I know is that it really hurts. As you'll see, I'm too afraid to move. I'm too afraid to move. this is my supplement routine currently. I also do a little bit of pinch of sea salt in water, and every now and then I'll add like methylene blue, possibly from time to time as well. But this is my standard for the time being. It hurts just even to do anything. It hurts to do anything. It hurts. I was basically like hobbling in there with a cane yesterday, and my girl was with me and she helped, and I was crying by the time I came out, not because of how much pain I was in, but just because I finally like missed my mom with her being gone. I really wanted to see her yesterday. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn this around. If I can. I don't know if I can. Okay, so this is where all the issues are, like down here. But you can't really see it on an x-ray, and the doctor even said so. Like, x-rays only show like bone stuff. But if you see like the gap between here, the two, that little gap between this line and this line, well, that's my disc in the middle. Those are my discs in the middle. But this line and this line are super tiny. So that disc is like either, you know, expelled or dried out or degenerated, and the same with this one down here. And that's where all my pain is. That's literally where all my pain is. It feels like somebody's literally grabbing that spot. And when you look at it on this side, whoop, it's this section right here and this section right here. Like that's where the pain is. And it literally just stays in this area. But if I twist, if I bend over, if I bend back, if I go to the side or the side, like it just again feels like somebody's grabbing that part and just crushing it. Best way I can explain it. And all of my muscles right now are just spasmed super tight to not move. Like they're all contracted right now, like every single one of them. It is the most excruciating pain I've ever been in. And I've broken my leg twice. I've had a shoulder injury. Pain on that comparative to this is nothing. Like nerve pain is not something to mess with. It sucks. The hardest part about an injury like this is like you can't do anything without pain. Like that's the part that's the hardest. I mean, it's like it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. You know, I take really good care of my body. I eat right. I pray a lot. You know, I try to build my relationship with God every day. And I know this is a manifestation of the sins within me. So it's like, I'm doing something wrong, or else I wouldn't have gotten this. And I'm trying to figure out spiritually and emotionally what it is. And I don't have any idea. And I've prayed about it, and I'm not getting anything. Low back stuff's supposed to be about self-worth. Yeah, I mean, I know I don't have much of that. But it's like, how do you build that? How do you build that? And I've got 2 auditions I have to do today. They're due. I don't know. Aside from my 9 to 5, you know, whenever I book a big acting role, that helps with life financially for a short amount of time. And I'm in no ways a working actor, but I'm striving to be. You know, you book a gig here, you book a gig there. This is the least amount of pain I've been in. Just standing still right now. Oh, there's pain. And even standing still, like, you can still get pain. So messed up. This is the setup I use for my auditions. And then I shoot against the white wall in the bathroom. I haven't even moved. I know it's set up really weird, but I'm just doing this just so you can see. I'm actually wearing a towel. And the reason I'm wearing a towel is because I can't even pull my pants down to go to the bathroom. Like, God, I can't express to you guys the pain. I can't express to you unless somebody has it, they just don't get it. Like, okay. If this is your disc in between my two hands, right here, everything surrounding this vertebrae and this vertebrae hurt. And they're like that big. So like a circle of pain exists quite literally right here. And it's like a black hole of pain. To the point where even whenever you sit down, you can't get back up. When you stand, you can't even move. As you can see, I can barely turn around. And now I have to act as if it doesn't hurt when I'm doing this audition. Okay, here we go. Now I'm on a Bosu ball, because whenever I was doing the rehab for this years ago, when I first had the injury, I read of a doctor that, this is back before the stem cells were a thing, talked about how discs don't heal because they don't get fresh blood to them, so it's hard for them to heal. So anytime I ever had my back injury get this bad where I couldn't fucking move, just lightly bounce on a Bosu ball with good posture, and it squeezes the disc so old blood gets out, and then when it lifts up, new blood, fresh, gets sucked in. Now disc decompression chairs do that too, but you need assistance with those, and they're really hard by yourself. Like, you go completely upside down and you just dangle at your feet. And the last time I've tried using a chair like that, I've needed to have help. And yeah, your back pops. It does pop, that's for certain. But to get back then up is extremely hard. And this just sucks because, like, I mean, there's no pain right now for the most part, but the moment I get out of this position and start to move up, yeah. So it was recommended that you do this for like a half hour, but I'm not going to put you guys through all that. Okay. All right, let's just see if I can. Let's see if I can get up.